Welcome, intrepid explorers, to FactSpark, your portal to the most astonishing truths hidden within our natural world. Prepare to witness a phenomenon so bizarre, so tragic, it defies belief. Our cameras are poised to capture the ultimate paradox of nature's most formidable tiny titans, the army ants. Ever encountered an ant? Perhaps a few, scurrying across your path. But have you ever imagined millions of ants, a living tide of six-legged warriors, sweeping across the forest floor with an almost terrifying precision? This is the world of the army ant colony, a realm of unparalleled coordination, ruthless efficiency, and a collective intelligence that borders on the miraculous. These are not just insects, they are miniature marvels of teamwork, masters of navigation, and frankly, quite intimidating. Yet even these paragons of collective might can fall victim to a flaw so profound, it leads to a macabre dance of doom. Get ready for the most bewildering parade you've ever heard of, the ant mill, chillingly known as the death spiral. This isn't a deleted scene from a forgotten horror film. It's a genuinely bizarre and utterly tragic phenomenon that ensnares army ants. Imagine a group of these hyper-organized ants, separated from their main column, suddenly losing their invisible scent map. Disoriented, they don't panic. Instead, they revert to their most fundamental instinct: follow the ant directly in front of them. The result? A continuously spinning, ever-tightening circle of doom. And here's the heart-wrenching kicker. They literally march themselves to death from sheer exhaustion. The first documented account came from the renowned naturalist William Beebe in 1921. Deep in the Guyanese jungle, he stumbled upon an ant mill of epic proportions, a quarter-mile wide. Each ant took a grueling 2.5 hours just to complete one single lap. This tragic, relentless dance continued for 2 whole days, claiming the lives of countless participants. It's a stark reminder that even nature's most efficient systems can harbor a fatal flaw. So, how do these tiny geniuses, these navigational prodigies, end up in such a colossal, self-destructive mess? The answer lies in their super-secret invisible GPS system, pheromone trails. Ants are, at their core, chemical communication wizards. They rely on these unseen scent signals to chat with each other and navigate their complex world. When a foraging ant strikes gold, perhaps a juicy insect carcass, it doesn't just grab a bite. It meticulously lays down a precise pheromone trail all the way back to the nest. Think of it as leaving a delicious, invisible breadcrumb trail, but with a highly specific chemical perfume. This chemical highway guides all their colony mates straight to the buffet. And here's the truly ingenious part. The more ants that use a particular path, the stronger and more reinforced that scent trail becomes. It transforms into the ultimate ant superhighway, a brilliant self-reinforcing system that ensures efficient resource gathering for the entire colony. It's a testament to their incredible decentralized coordination. But oh, the profound irony! The ant mill is a direct tragic side effect of this very efficiency. Their astonishing collective power is built upon one deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful rule. Just follow the ant in front of you. The deadly loop typically kicks off when a group of ants becomes disoriented or separated, crucially losing that original, correct scent trail. Perhaps a lead ant bumps into an obstacle, gets momentarily confused, or simply takes a wrong turn, accidentally looping the trail back on itself. The poor ants behind them, hardwired to follow the leader without question, become trapped in this endless, mistaken circle. And it gets worse. The more ants that join this bizarre, circular parade, the stronger that wrong pheromone trail becomes. This positive feedback loop makes it almost impossible for them to break free. It's like a really bad game of follow the leader where no one can call a timeout, and the rules are enforced by an invisible chemical hand. Individual ants, despite their incredible navigational abilities, seem unable to go rogue and break the cycle. They desperately need new intel, not just the same old circular gossip. Now, before you start feeling too sorry for these little guys, let's be clear. The death spiral is an extremely rare occurrence. Most of the time, Army ants are absolute navigation superstars. Their brains might be smaller than a pinhead, but they're packing some serious navigational tech. For starters, they possess a sophisticated visual compass. Think of it like this. As they journey, they take mental snapshots of their surroundings. When they need to return to the nest, they simply compare their current view to their stored memories, finding the path that looks most familiar. It's like having a built-in photo album of their entire journey, allowing them to retrace their steps with remarkable accuracy. This view-based navigation is incredibly efficient, even for their tiny, low-resolution eyes. In fact, scientists are actively studying these ant-inspired algorithms to build smarter, more autonomous robots. But wait, there's more. They don't just rely on ground-level selfies. These ants are also master astronomers, cleverly using the sun and even the complex patterns of polarized light in the sky as their personal GPS. And here's a mind-blower. They can maintain a perfectly straight course no matter how their body is oriented, walking forward, backward, or even sideways. This is especially handy when they're dragging a giant crumb back to the nest. It means they're not just thinking about their body's direction, but about the world's direction. Talk about next-level spatial awareness. And if that wasn't enough to astound you, let's delve into their incredible collective genius, often referred to as swarm intelligence. This is where simple individual actions, following basic rules, create incredibly complex and adaptive group behavior, all without a single boss ant yelling orders. One of the most jaw-dropping examples, their living bridges. When these ants encounter a gap in the forest floor, a crevice, a fallen branch, or even a small stream, they literally link up, forming a temporary bridge with their own bodies. Their buddies can then march right over, maintaining the column's relentless advance. These aren't static structures. They assemble dynamically when traffic gets jammed and then disassemble when things clear up. They even perform a collective cost-benefit analysis, building bridges only until it's no longer efficient to pull workers from foraging. It's like tiny, organic civil engineers, constantly optimizing their infrastructure. Unlike most ants that send out lone scouts, army ants launch massive, leaderless group raids to overwhelm their prey. Their raid columns are like perfectly choreographed traffic jams with multiple lanes, outer lanes for the outgoing foragers, and inner lanes for the ones hauling dinner back, each leaving different scent trails. Even when they hit a roadblock, they employ a stochastic strategy, wiggling back and forth until they find a way around, all while maintaining their group consensus. It's like they're saying, "We'll figure it out together." To truly grasp the awesomeness of these ants, you've got to peek into their wild, nomadic lifestyle. Forget cozy, permanent nests. Army ants are the ultimate wanderers. They are basically always on the move, driven by an insatiable hunger to feed their absolutely massive colonies. Instead of building fixed houses, they create these incredible temporary structures called bivouacs, which are literally living nests made entirely of their own bodies. Imagine a giant, pulsating ball of ants, sheltering the queen and her growing babies, changing locations almost every single day. Their lives are a constant cycle of two distinct phases. First, the nomadic phase, where they're on the march daily, launching huge raids to snatch up insects, spiders, and even small vertebrates to feed their rapidly growing brood. Then, when the larvae are ready to pupate, they enter a stationary phase, settling down in one bivouac spot for about 20 days. But don't think they're just chilling. They're still foraging on most of those days. And here's a jaw-dropper. Some army ant queens are the ultimate baby-making machines, with the greatest reproductive potential of all insects, laying an astonishing 3 to 4 million eggs in just 1 month. Their epic raids aren't just about feeding themselves. They have a huge impact on the ecosystem, flushing out tons of invertebrates, making them easy pickings for other animals. It's common to see birds literally following army ant columns, feasting on the fleeing insects. Talk about a natural buffet. So we've journeyed from the head-scratching tragedy of the antmill to the absolutely mind-blowing sophistication of ant navigation and their profound collective genius. It's a wild reminder that even the simplest rules, when followed by millions, can lead to both incredible feats of tiny engineering and coordination, but also, occasionally, to some hilariously, if tragically, self-defeating blunders. Army ants, with their invisible scent maps, their mental photo albums of the world, their reliance on cosmic compasses, and their uncanny ability to build living bridges, are a true testament to the sheer complexity and wonder packed into the smallest corners of our natural world. Their story is a fascinating cocktail of basic instinct, emergent brilliance, and those wonderfully weird missteps that just make us appreciate nature's quirks even more. What's the most surprising, fantastic fact you picked up today? Spill the beans in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to FactSpark for more amazing animal adventures, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wild and wacky. Your support helps us continue to uncover the hidden wonders of our planet. Join our community of curious minds, and let's keep exploring together.